Most traders think funding decisions come down to pure P&L. What I'm going to show you are 3 things that we look for that matter far more than whether somebody made money last week or last month. So one of the biggest misconceptions that there is in trading right now is that funding decisions are simply based on performance. Now, if that were true, evaluating traders would essentially be very easy. But the reality is, here at AXIA, we're trying to determine actually whether somebody can responsibly handle greater opportunity over time. And here are a few things that tell us far more than a P&L statement ever can. So the first is consistency of process. The importance is those foundations that we try to build with traders. And what we're looking for is grads to build and follow a framework. They want to create almost repeatability, preparation habits, review habits. All of these habits and frameworks that they're going to be building are going to be purely helpful to their ultimate decision quality. We want to make sure that, their same process that they have is followed on the good days, on the bad days. And of course, we want to see that consistency under pressure. And some examples of what we're looking for in these grads when they are here trying to build and follow these foundations is making sure that they have the same preparation every day. They've got the same review process. Now, that's not to say that their review process has to be rigid. Of course, they can build upon, and that's going to be our help and our guidance as coaches and mentors to these grads. But we also want to see their same risk approach. When we see that they've got something good, follow it. Don't try and reinvent yourself, right? This is something that I see. Somebody has a bad day. Oh, let me just scrap all of that. Let me try something completely new. No, you need to build repeatability in the sense of follow a plan. I was talking to one grad this week where they didn't follow the plan. They got emotional in the trade. They flattened their position when really if they just stuck to their plan, they would have done very well. But it's not the end goal there. The point is follow your process. And after 5, 6, 7 trades that you've followed that process, then you've got something you can look at and go, well, actually, this needs changing or that needs changing. What we're not looking for here are perfect grads, perfect traders. We're looking for repeatable traders in the sense of repeating the same processes, repeating the same level of drive that they have each and every single day, and building upon that curiosity and that adaptability. The next is, of course, self-awareness and learning. This is so huge. Can you at home, whether you're trading or training through one of our AXIA programs or doing your own thing, can you really and truly identify your mistakes? Can you take ownership? Can you learn? And I spoke about this on the previous video. There's learning from a very surface level perspective, and then there's real deep and rich learning. Can our grads here have coachability? Meaning when we bring them in for a one-on-one, when I speak to my grads and I explain to them and say, look, this is what I'm looking for from you over the next couple of weeks. Can they go out there? Can they show the initiative to build upon what I've asked from them and develop those skills? And of course, reflection always comes back down to that review point. How deep is that review? How honest is their review? All of these make and have made in many times of our grads going to live an incredible growth mindset. So that self-awareness and learning is so huge. Some examples I can bring off the top of my head are, traders identifying recurring mistakes. If I have a trader, a grad who keeps coming to me with the same problem, the same mistake, and I keep giving them many different ways to try and understand what they're doing wrong, but they keep doing it. It's something that they've got to really look deep inside why they repeat those mistakes. Using reviews properly is also such an incredible skill that I really want to see develop. It's not something that comes naturally at first. It can be quite overwhelming, but that debrief process, that review process is huge. And of course, implementing feedback and adjusting their behavior. If grads feel what they think is doing is right, and I've had grads here before who say, yeah, but I've made money on this particular trade. Okay, great, but where are you? Where are you in the grand scheme of things? And I've actually had grads saying to me, no, this is not the right way. And then of course, they don't make it because they're not great at implementing that real, true, honest feedback and adjusting their behavior to suit. The traders and the grads here who really do improve the fastest are usually the traders who can actually see themselves clearly. And that's so important. So the third and final is risk behavior under pressure. What I really like to see from the grads and what really spurs me on is to see What changes with some of these grads after huge losses or huge, huge bad, terrible weeks or great weeks? So I could have a grad who's done an incredible, the most they've ever done in a day. What's going to happen over the next week? Are they going to get a bit too loose? Are they going to lose their emotional control, through this? Are they going to lose discipline? It's really important to see my grads maintaining a good form of structure, keeping their position sizing absolutely on point, and even adjusting if they have to, and minimizing things like hesitation, that revenge behavior, aggression. And of course, aggression can be useful at times, but, especially as a grad, to learn how to balance that. I've seen far too many times, emotional spirals and as such confidence shifting because of this. Anybody can pretty much look disciplined when they're, of course, making money and they're having great weeks and great days. But the real test is going to come from when things just stop working. Or like in our case where, the US-Iran theme has finished, now they have to find where the next opportunities are. So now you've heard those three. What I want to talk about here is also what we actually don't care about as much as people may think that we do. Having a grad have one lucky trade or one hero trade means very little to us. Of course, equally, one big week or one big month also. We want to see the consistency through it. Short-term spikes as well. And of course, it all is market dependent and theme dependent. With news, if I start to see and develop a pattern where, of course, there are short-term spikes in news, we can guide them correctly. But those hero trades, where I've had a technical trader be fairly flat over a month or two, but they had one really good trade, it means very, very little to us. It's the sustainability that matters more. I keep using that word, but it's true. Behavior over excitement is going to give that long-term consistency. One exceptional trade will tell us very little. Consistent behavior basically tells us almost everything. And again, I go back to an example of another grad who had one particular trade, didn't want to look afield. He only wanted to trade his one particular setup, which I kept on, trying to progress and say to him, look around you. You've got so many ideas around you. Try and expand your edge. Try to expand your understanding of the markets. And he kept on saying, but look, on this day, I made X amount of money. That the following 9 working days or trading days, he lost and was max loss every single time. So again, making sure that we have consistent behavior is going to tell us more about that trader that we want to see. So why does this all matter? Why is this video important? Well, it's going to give you at home who, again, you may be doing our AXIA programs remotely. You may be getting ready to come onto our floor. Maybe you are on our floors, or you may be doing your own thing, trading your own accounts. But you have to understand that capital, of course, can be scaled. Risk can be increased and opportunity can grow. But it's that behavior which is the foundation. And I want to also put a caveat here. And I'll go back to one of the senior elite traders who reiterates this as well a lot to our grads is and we'll hear a lot of grads come in and say, oh, have you heard this book Trading in the Zone, and oh, when I get into a bad week I read that book. And psychology is so big in this game, but first is ultimately finding your edge and building on your edge. Ultimately, basically funding and going live isn't just a reward for profitability. It's a reward for your understanding and your building of all of these foundations that we've now just discussed. For us, we really want to see and build traders of the future, build long-term development, sustainable careers, and just keep that progression going of professional habits. So what all this comes down to is going live with AXIA or funding with one of your programs comes down to trust. Trust that when pressure increases, your decision making won't break down. That's why for us, behavior is evaluated far longer before the P&L.